Here are the answers for the day 4 warm-up. Let's see what you can do with dividing fractions. Simplify each. Question A, 1/2 divided by 1/2. When I study this expression, I notice it involves division and that the two numbers being divided are equal to each other. Any number divided by itself is equal to 1. 1/2 divided by 1/2 is equal to 1, just as if this problem had said like 5 divided by 5. Putting a little thought into what the numbers are in the problem saves me the time of having to type it in a calculator or write it out on paper following an algorithm. Now question B, 1/2 divided by 1/4. This does not mean find half of 1/4 or to find 1/4 of 1/2. That was multiplication problems that involves that concept of something being some part of something else. Division conceptually means split up into parts. For example, what if you had half of a pizza and you split up that half of a pizza into parts that were 1/4 of the original pizza? How many of those parts would you have? Let me draw the pizza that I was just describing. Here is a round pizza. If I cut down the middle, then this is half of the pizza. That represents the first number in our problem, 1/2. Now, what does it mean to divide by 1/4? It means to split up that half of the pizza into pieces whose size is 1/4 of the original pizza. Divide the pizza right across the middle, creating 4 slices in that pizza. When I take my shaded in half of a pizza and split it up into pieces that are in size 1/4 of the original pizza, how many pieces are there? There would be 2 of them, this one and this one. This answers 2. Except in special cases like question A, dividing fraction problems are probably best done by applying the algorithm from elementary school. The algorithm works like this. Write down the first number, change to multiply, and take the reciprocal of the second number. The reciprocal of 1/4 is 4. Now you've converted a division problem into the simpler to understand multiplication problem. What's half of 4? 2. Question C, 4/12 divided by 2. Can this be done mentally? What does it mean to divide something by 2? It means to split it up into 2 groups. What would you get if you split up 4/12 into 2 groups? Each group would have 2/12. What's 4 divided by 2 equal? 2. What's 4 apples divided by 2? 2 apples. What's 4/12 divided by 2? 2/12. Apples is a tangible object, just like twelfths of something is a tangible object. Sometimes in math, it's helpful to think of the denominator of a fraction as a thing, and that the word that you speak when you say the denominator is simply just a thing, as if it was some amount of apples or some amount of cookies or some amount of pounds. 2/12 can be simplified by dividing numerator and denominator by 2, creating the answer 1/6. Alternatively, you can do this problem using the algorithm. Write the first fraction, write multiply, and take the reciprocal of the second number. The reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. Then perform the multiplication. 4 times 1 is 4, 12 times 2 is 24, and simplify the fraction. Top and bottom both divide by 4, creating 1/6. Question D, 8/11 divided by 3/5. Unlike question A and question C, these fractions don't seem to be things that we could easily do mentally. Applying the algorithm is the fastest, most efficient way. Write down the first number, write multiply, and take the reciprocal of the second fraction. 8 times 5 is 40, and 11 times 3 is 33. The answer is 40/33. Because this exceeds 1, it's common to write the answer as a mixed number. 33 divides into 40 once, with 7 left over. Question E, 4 divided by what number is equal to 8? We're beginning with the number 4, dividing it by something, and ending up with the larger number 8 as the answer. The number we divide by must be a fraction less than 1, because if we divide it by something larger than 1, the answer is not going to be a number larger than the 4 that we started with. Remember our algorithm that we used above. Dividing by a number is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. If 4 times 2 would make the answer 8, then what division expression is the same thing as timesing by 2? It is to divide by 1/2. 4 divided by 1/2 is equal to 8.